Hi, my name is Jennifer, and today I'm going to share my presentation for the 11th World Conference on Ecological Restoration. That is entitled, What is the Role and Importance of Native Forest Sources for Ecological Restoration in the Tropical Dry Forest in Colombia? This research is part of my thesis of my master in University of Valle, Colombia. The tropical dry forest, TDF, according to Holdridge, is a vegetal formation with continuous forest cover, where the evapotranspiration exceeding precipitation for most of the year. And also it has the next characteristics. Elevation from 0 to 1,000 meters above sea level, temperature for 25 to 35 Celsius degrees, precipitation from 500 till 2,000 millimeters. In this figure, you can see a landscape of the TDF in Huila, Colombia. We can find TDF in Colombia across the interandean valleys of the Magdalena, Cauca, and Patía rivers, as well in the insular zone called San Andrés, the Llanos Orientales, the Caribbean coast, and the Santander Department. However, cities like Cali and Neiva are located where the TDF occurs. That's the reason why the TDF is the most degraded ecosystem in Colombia, and only 8% of original coverage remains still. In this sense, ecological restoration is vital to recover soil, water, and ecosystem services. But the main limitation for restoration is the lack of plant material. The objective of the research was to highlight the importance of sea sources for ecological restoration in Colombia's TDF. And to fulfill this objective, we made a bibliographical search using the database Web of Science, with information from 2000 to date, using keywords for the search like TDF plus sea sources plus ecological restoration. We made the data analysis and we made an initial filtering. And we used the R software with the package bibliometrics. As results, we got 2014 records and 60 articles were finally selected. A scissor is a group of trees of the same species with high vigor and health, and also with desirable characteristics for propagation, which can increase yield, production, quality, and quantity of seeds. The selection of seed sources must take into account such as phenology, yield, and resistance to pests and disease. Seed sources have a significant impact on the recovery of forest ecosystems. Ensuring high-quality seeds is really essential to achieve the objectives of the EARTH projects in the short, medium, and long term, and because they help to maintain the genetic diversity. In this figure, we can see a seed of Ceiba petranda. That is a native species from the TDF. In Colombia, the research from forest seeds is being done since 1974, and with INDIRENA and the CONIF and with the universities. Nowadays, Fundación Natura is executing the biggest project with EARTH in tropical dry forest in Colombia, with over 11,000 of hectares using 70 native species and their seed sources to produce over 1 million trees propagate. In this figure, you can see an advance of the project in the Huila with a strategy that is called high-density nucleation, and you can see the versus from 2016 to 2023. Well, here are the reference from the research. Thank you so much for your time. I really hope that you enjoy. And if you have any inquiry, you can contact me by mail. And I really hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.